Here's the merch line. Hold on, we gotta cover this. And over there, they're all waiting. And over there, wrap around, back and forth. And over there. And over there. And all the way down the hall. There's a whole other line. This is still the merch line. Still the merch line. All the way back. There. Nope.
It keeps going.
And down the stairs. There. Mr. NASA. Yeah, we're doing this tomorrow. All right. Welcome to FaBled Hunters.
I'm Richard.
I'm Saint.
And we have some merch today to show you guys.
We do. We're going to show you some stuff, guys.
It's some very fun stuff.
Yeah, we just came back from weekend 1 of League of Legends World Championships.
So hype.
Yes,
so
insane. 3 days of awesome games. We literally watched 6 games a day. Like, you go to a sporting event, you're expecting 2 hours, 2.5 hours, maximum 3 hours of competition. League of Legends, that's a solid 6 hours. And you can get there a little earlier. Yeah. So, we are obviously not a League of Legends channel, but, you know, during this time, it's also overlapping with Flesh and Blood Worlds. And,
it is.
And the first thing that I noticed when walking into League Worlds was a huge merchandise counter. Huge.
Dope merchandise.
Yes, it was a lot of merch, and it was not only me saying, please take my money. We walked
Everyone.
we walked in day 1, and it was literally a 3+ hour line. People skipped games, and they waited online for 3+ hours to get their stuff.
The chick that sat next to us on day 1 waited 2.5 hours in the line.
Yeah.
And she didn't even get everything, which was crazy.
She didn't get everything. Stuff is already sold out. But there were 3 main components that we wanted to bring up so that maybe LSS could possibly, follow the lead of one of the most celebrated IPs currently in the world.
True.
League of Legends by, Riot Games, right? It's probably one of, if not the most successful celebrated video game, right?
I think it's probably the most successful at this point, to be completely honest with you.
Yes.
They have
some people say Dota,
million.
Right?
Yeah, but even Dota doesn't have, like, in the 100+ million range. Like,
it's a little more underground. It's older,
but it's
not
more
as
like niche
widespread.
Almost.
Yeah.
Dota's like more complicated, even though it's like the same game as League. Like the skill, it's a very different game, but it's a very much similar game. But yeah, it's harder to get into Dota than it is to get into League. So League obviously just exploded, whereas Dota stayed.
And they've got Wild Rift. My 5.5-year-old plays Wild Rift.
Yeah.
She recognized LeBlanc. And she's like, "Oh, Daddy, you got a LeBlanc statue? I want that one." I was like, "That's my most expensive statue." But we'll get into statues later. There was some clothing that we bought very little of, right?
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the clothing. I did get the T-shirt. The Saint's actually wearing it.
Yeah, I'm wearing the T-shirt. Here's New York 2022. There's
cool turnaround.
Mechanized Thresh back there.
Pretty sweet.
It says legal. I don't know what it says back there.
Just New York City a whole bunch of times.
New York
Like
City.
different locations and stuff for
Robo
Worlds.
Thresh, my favorite carrier played hero.
It's got some dates and stuff for the events in the cities and that kind of thing.
Absolutely.
And they had some other stuff there too, like some ponchos and some jackets and hoodies and stuff. But like, they were
like sweatpants that were $75.
Yeah, man,
there was like a little
pricey.
Like a uniform style shirt that was like $90. The jacket was $125.
The
120.
vest was like $120. Man.
Yeah, everything was like over $100 with a poncho. It was crazy. That poncho is $135. I got a T-shirt, and that was already way above budget. But oh my god, stuff is super expensive.
The poncho.
And
man.
it was all of it was labeled World Championship 2022, so you know that they're gonna make a World Championship 2023, and the same people that buy 2022 are gonna buy 2023, right?
That
so
shit
it's
was a
crazy.
merc.
Like, I mean, me, one of the most frugal people that I know, and I know a good amount of people, like, I don't pay over $12 for a t-shirt. They got me for $38 on this t-shirt, but it was so hype, I was like, oh, damn it, I've already been in line for like 45 minutes. I have to. But
gotta come in now.
They literally, the poncho is $135, and they must have sold like 500 ponchos.
Oh, more
right?
than that.
It's easily for
more
at that event. No, I'm just saying, I
It's so crazy.
saw 500 ponchos, and it's $135. The poncho is just a glorified beach towel, right?
Yeah, pretty much. It's a shawl for you females out there.
Yeah,
like,
it's a nice big shawl or one of those comfy blankets, you know.
It's not even a full size blanket. It's like a tiny blanket. It's half a blanket.
Yeah, and I mean, just LSS. If you watch FaBled Hunters, please take notes, because like we were talking and we were like, oh, what we would do for an LSS designed Secret Labs chair.
I would buy one of those motherfuckers instantly.
Or
like,
and that same type of design with that gold and white and black with the Legend Story Studios in gold, and that lion design, and there's also that fiery design. Like, if that was on a jersey,
there's a lot of IP.
Yeah, I mean, just don't charge $120 for it like League of Legends does. That's, but like,
don't stab me in the heart, please.
Yeah, probably anywhere under half that. And there's a lot of margin to be made, right? And obviously, t-shirts. Like, t-shirts are probably the least expensive thing to make, cost-wise, material-wise. And here they are. I mean, I wasn't the only one that bought a t-shirt. I would guess more people... You bought a t-shirt, too. It's unopened, right? Yeah, more people bought t-shirts than ponchos. And I saw, like, 500 ponchos. So they probably, like, sold 5,000 t-shirts. It was crazy. And
that merch booth was busting.
Yes. And again, the games
like
the actual games are 30 to 50 minutes at max.
Like 25 to 35 is about the average. I think the average is about 30 minutes or 29 minutes, something like that.
Okay.
Like that.
But yeah, let's say 25 to 40 minutes. They were like whatever long, but people are waiting hours for merch, and there is a reason for it. The merch was really, really insane. But the first part was the clothing, and I would encourage LSS for future iterations. Maybe not every like battle hardened or every calling, but any major. The two pro tours plus the world championship to have swag, because swag sells, and I mean. I don't know what this t-shirt costs. It didn't cost them $38 to make. Probably it might have cost them three. Split the $2.50.
Well, you call it $3. Who cares?
Yeah, there's like $35.50 in profitability there. Yes. And you know what? If it could say Worlds 2022 on it, just like this says, League 22.
Yep.
O2 NYC, and there you go. It's like, okay, I'll wear it throughout all of Worlds. I'm probably gonna wear it to the gym. I'll wear it other times because it's a dope shirt with Thresh on it, right?
Mecha Thresh do be bad.
Mecha Thresh, yes. Like if there was like a skin on, I don't know, Dory or Prism, right? Or Dromai, right? If she were in a different outfit, like a little variety outfit. It's apt because. Like, League of Legends is a game based on heroes, right? Kind of like Flesh and Blood.
Based on heroes.
There's young Dory, there's grown Dory, right? What else? There aren't any variations. Well, there's Starvo so far.
There's Starvo
right?
and stuff, yeah.
Yeah. Just like there was regular Bravo, and I'm sure more are coming out.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah, that's the clothing. That's basically one aspect of their merch, right?
It is. Another thing they have too is they have these neat little statues and things like this. You guys can kind of brew the big view up here, and we'll pull it up nice and close so you guys can see.
Heck yeah!
But many of you guys are probably familiar with the Pop series.
Yes, Funko Pop.
Like it's Funko Pop, man.
Like they literally
$15, $20.
Yeah, they literally have the heroes in Funko Pop. League of Legends. Like, they
Yeah.
only had a Mumu there, right?
Yeah, they
Like,
only had a Mumu there.
and they didn't have anything else
Yeah.
available. There's Thresh right there. I'd have bought a Thresh if they sold it. I just don't like a Mumu because a Mumu is cheap and he's a mummy and he
He's
just
one
like
of the first junglers I actually used to play.
paralyzes everybody.
He is
But-
a bit of an asshole.
But yeah, he is. He's a bit of a jack off of a hero. I hate him. But yeah, like look, I personally didn't get one, but Rich got one because it's a cool little $15-$20 trinket, and they had other stuff too,
They
right?
did. And if LSS made heroes of these, I would totally buy the
Yeah,
entire
like
series.
like
just-
this is a cutesy version. If they
Yeah,
made like
it's fun,
cutesy versions of all the original 8 or 10 or 12 heroes, I'm sure
exactly. They
people
could
would
sell,
buy
like,
them.
2 or 3.
Yeah,
per
you
event,
could
whatever,
license it.
yeah.
League of Legends, flesh+blood, something like it's almost the same crest too, right? Yeah, and gold. They could make it.
Definitely.
It would work.
They definitely could mark that shit. And the League is also notorious for this thing called the Baron.
That's like the boss. If
It's
there
the-
was
the
like
final boss of the map.
yes, if there's
Besides
like
the
a
other team.
PvE boss, if there's like a PvE boss in the future, or I don't know if there are any notorious creatures, but like I could see you putting on like a Tamaltai, right?
Yeah.
And this is
some
like
dragons,
this is a
or-
little bit of a cutesy like animation version of the Baron. Like you could make a I don't think Vincerakai would look good or Uvia, but like who's my dragon? The
Kyloria.
Kyloria would be
Kyloria
great,
would look
right?
good,
A
yeah.
big majestic gold dragon, but a little cuter,
Necria would look cool as shit.
Necria,
too.
of
That would
course,
look
of
badass.
course. Yeah, and Dominia as well.
Yeah.
Dominia looks
Pretty
very,
slick.
very majestic, right? So, this was selling. This sold almost
Hotcakes.
better
Hotcakes.
than... I think the Amumu sold the best because the Amumu is cheapest.
It is
That was
cheaper,
about
yeah.
double the price of Amumu, but that was all sold out.
Yeah.
But the hottest items were the...
They were. Now,
Yeah.
guys, for 1 minute here, picture a foot-tall Tamaltai dragon breathing fire in an LSS branded box.
Or it could be like...
A giant Dory.
It could be like a Dory or Viserai or...
Any
Right?
of the heroes.
even a Kano. Like, look at... This guy looks...
Dude, you know,
Awesome.
Kano would fire sale.
Yes,
Like,
Kano
that
would
would-
sell. This
that
is
would
Viego.
sell
He's
like
like,
crazy.
is he like a vampire or something?
He's like an undead king, I think, is the storyline with him.
Undead King. Well, it sounds like a
Yeah.
vampire to me.
No figure series is ever complete without waifus.
Yes, waifus.
You gotta
Jinx,
have the waifus.
Jinx.
You guys have watched Arcane?
Arcane, exactly.
Like,
Yep.
Hello.
That's his Jinx. He bought the Jinx. I actually have Jinx right here.
This ain't unpackaged,
The
this lady.
the Jinx in the flesh right here. And look, like this is
Right.
super detailed. This I mean, this holds up compared to Japanese models,
Yep.
the plastic Japanese models. It's not fully resin, but like, touch it. It's not cheap, right? It's well made.
Oh,
It's
no.
much better than
Well,
like
some of this is like softer
a
rubber
G-
too.
yeah,
Which is great.
like a GI Joe or a Transformer. It's much
Mm-hmm.
better plastic than that.
And honestly,
And-
like for a decent figure, you're spending upwards of $100 half the time anyway.
Yeah.
And they're like half the size of this sometimes.
Absolutely. Like you could put Elsa, whatever her name is, Icelander, right? I call her
Icelander,
Elsa.
yeah.
Icelander.
Yes, I said
or
Elsa's
you could put like Dorinthebe in one of these. Like, look
Yeah,
at
that
that.
should
Like
be fire.
Dorinthebe with her Dawnblade and a different action pose. That'd be really great. I mean, Arcane was one of the best animations of 2022 or 21. I forgot if it was this year or last
2022
year.
was this year.
Yeah, it was this year.
She's been a
like,
little weird.
Yeah, it was rated one of the best, and yeah, this is Jinx straight. Looks exactly like how she looks in Arcane,
Mhm.
and not only that, you get the Riot logo, right, and it comes with a certificate of authenticity with its own card to verify the item, right, and that's Jinx. They've got others. What else they have?
So you could even do like, different skins on Dory or like different variants of Dory. So like this is like the Championship LeBlanc. So
Yeah,
like
like
it's
Championship LeBlanc.
It's a special skin line that they're doing. Like they do one skin 1 year, and like you can't get it.
How is she
again.
different from the regular LeBlanc? I still can't tell.
So the regular LeBlanc has like a different outfit on. It's a different color scheme. Her makeup's different. Usually, like they'll change the way like her weapon works and the animations and stuff like in game. So like
Okay.
animations will be different in game, which is usually like one of the big things.
Yeah,
the
but like
recall animation,
a
and all that
Prism
stuff.
variant or like a Dory or Dromai variant or like they literally have
You could do like Dark Prism. That'd be so.
yeah,
crazy.
or they could just have different poses.
Yeah.
Like, Glint the Quicksilver Dorinthia, right? Or
Dory in
Steelblade,
action,
yeah,
like-
Steelblade's Supremacy Dory, and she's in like 15 different arts, I would say, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, some pretty fire guardian, like blocking some swords and all sorts of shenanigans. You could like,
yeah,
there's all sorts of shenanigans you could do with that.
something boring like an oaken oldhim just sitting around like looking old and boring. Sorry, I know you're a Guardian main, man. But yeah,
Okay, we're still friends.
hopefully you guys get the idea, because like there's like we both bought every single one of these except for the Garen.
No one likes Garen.
Yeah, who's like the OG
They still have a lot
lame
of
warrior. Nobody likes Garen. Yeah.
There was 3 rows of Garens and 1 row of everything else.
Yes.
No one likes Garen.
No one likes Garen. No. Yeah, so those were the statues, right? They had statues.
They were.
I would say that for two fans that probably are equally as obsessed with Flesh and Blood as we are with League of Legends, like our wallets were open. We literally for 3 days bought stuff all 3 days, and we even bought stuff for our friends. We
Yep.
bought stuff for our families, right?
I did
Yeah.
buy some stuff for my buddies.
Yep. That merch line, god damn. It's not so bad, but they're out of Timo's.
Hey, are
Got Garen, LeBlanc, Diego, Jinx, Lux. That's actually pretty cool. Look, those 4 plus Garen statues. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty good deal. They got Corki on Corki. And not only that, that was just the clothing plus the collectible statues,
Yep.
right? There was other swag too. So let's see, there's the simple stuff, right? Like collectible cups, right? These are pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
World 2022. Like, you're not wearing it. It's not like a $135 poncho. We were buying beers, and sometimes they give them for free.
Sometimes they didn't.
Yeah, sometimes they didn't.
Okay.
Sometimes they asked us for an extra $1, but
Results may vary, apparently.
we gladly, because there were $16 beers, and
I
like
felt
two of them.
better getting a cup for $1.
No, well, they did give us 2 of them when we bought the $16 beers, right?
Well,
For free?
It was one per drink.
Per drink.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's okay. I was drinking, guys. That's fine.
you're drinking. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay to have a good time at sporting
I'm an
events.
adult. I promise.
Yeah,
Most of the time.
most of the time. But look, just even for $1, like these are really nice plastic
they're
cups.
great for,
Like
picnics, campouts,
Yeah,
like barbecue on the back
drink
porch,
your-
throw some lemonade in them,
you know,
like
tea, lemonade, anything.
Arnold
Water,
Palmer, 50
right?
50s, whatever you want to do. Like, you know, whatever.
These
works,
are
man.
cool.
Whatever floats your boat.
And like we said, see this is where stuff gets really technical, and I didn't appreciate it in the beginning. You got this day one, right? What is it called?
This is called the BMO hat, and if you're familiar with League of Legends, Teemo is the most hated character of all time in League.
Yes.
This particular skin, whenever he does things, he throws down little honey pots, and then he also goes bzzz, and he literally buzzes, and it's hysterically annoying. And tilting as shit, which is great. So you lock in Teemo and pick skins like BMO or Little Devil Teemo, and there's Teemo hats, and they're very, very widely known across the League community for being redonkulously tilting.
Yeah.
And they're also hilarious as shit.
To wear
like,
them at the events.
Imagine 800 people wearing this dumb hat.
Yes.
Just for one moment, picture this: 800 plus people wearing this.
There were many hundreds of people. I would not have worn the hat live, but honestly, these things were the first things to go. And when I watched, I've been watching League of Legends events for about a decade by now. 2013 was when I started. That's like the year of Faker, right?
Yeah.
And I've seen that Teemo hat for about a decade. And I was like, I want that Teemo hat. And, you know, I'm there day one. I'm like, 3-hour line, get the fuck out of here. And then by the end of day one,
sold out.
Everything. There was not only you got the BMO hat. The Teemo hat sold out first. There was the white Poro, the Poro hat, right? There's the BMO hat. And they were all gone. And I'm like, wait. All I wanted was a Teemo hat. The line's only like an hour long now at the end of the day. And it's like, sorry, buddy, those are the first things to sell.
Yep, and they
So-
literally said that they would be restocking them, and we found out after the fact
That they did.
Actually, it's sold out for the event.
For the event,
they were
like
just
day
done.
one, that
They
many
may
sold.
get more, but they were done.
And we checked both days, and we went back online
Multiple
both
event
days, and yeah,
Them bitches were empty.
they were empty. That was done. So go early so you can have your pick of the litter of all the stuff. What was this? This was
This is-
official 2022, right?
This is
this
the
Tibbers. Because there's
Tibbers.
this is Tibbers because there's a hero named Annie, right?
She has a teddy bear.
She has
that
a
is
teddy
on
bear.
Fire, and it'll
Yes.
fuck you up.
And it's a World's 2022 Tibbers collectible plush. Grab him by the ear. He's got one eye messed up, right? One eye's
He's
a
got
patch.
that button eyeball.
Yep. One eye's a patch and one eye's a big blue button. So
Tibbers has seen some shit, yo.
yes.
That poor bear gets lit on fire at least 6 times a match.
Yeah, see the X, the other
Yeah.
eye doesn't exist anymore. So that's Tibbers repping 2022. That's pretty cool as well. They had plenty of these,
They
right?
did.
But again, like some of the really awesome stuff. I saw you got this, and I was a little jelly because I wanted to get one for
Fucking adorable.
my daughter. Because
I'm sorry. but
it's
this is-
corgi or corky on a corgi. Corky.
He's got a band-aid
corgi.
on his butt. Show
Right?
him the butt.
He's got a
literally
Band-Aid on the butt
Band-Aid
right
on
there.
his butt.
Right there, you see? Right there, there's a Band-Aid butt. Corky on a corgi. Am I saying that right?
It's the Corgi.
Corgi. This is the actual skin from the game, right?
Yep, and there's actually chromas that change the dog that you're riding. So you can ride like a Shiba Inu and
Oh, really?
a Husky and a classical Corgi. I rock the Husky Corgi because I'm a
Yeah. Do they even have the name?
I think it's on the...
Corgi, standard plush.
Yep.
That is super cool. Oh man, I still wanted to get one. I wanted to get one for my daughter, but
It's
they
adorable.
sold out day one as well.
It's
Like, end of day
adorable.
one, same type of thing. So I missed out on the Timo hat, the BMO hat, and the Corgi.
My wife will be getting this, and I won't get to keep this one because
Yep,
she's
yeah.
gonna probably squeal and say, "Oh my god, that's adorable." and
That's
I'll never see it
adorable.
again.
Yeah, the next best thing that was left was what is this? The Willow.
Willow.
So basically, this is the abominable snowman that Nunu rides, right? The Willump, and he rolls like a big snowball together, and
Watch out
Yeah.
for that snowball, y'all. That shit.
Yeah.
That shit run. That
It'll
shit
mess
run
your
you
team
over.
up.
That shit runs
So-
you over like a truck.
so yeah, I got a couple of these. I got this from my little princess, but still just really cool, man. They just,
They are pretty neat.
you know, I would encourage LSS to just come up with ideas.
Yeah.
Like for example, like I heard there were meeps. Meeps are creatures within
Mhm.
the game. What other creatures are there? Even like evilish creatures, right? Like throw in a devil or something. It'd be cool. You just
I don't know. You
look
could
at the
do,
monarch
you
lore,
could do like dragons.
right?
Got lots of dragons in
More
here.
dragons. You could do cute dragons, right?
Let's see what else we got in here. I just got a pile of cards I grabbed. Who knows what's in this thing?
Still the dragons. I'm looking
Well,
at like
A lot of dragons in here.
Chromai, right? Yeah.
Oh, you could do like the Channel Lake Frigid with like the birds and the rabbit.
Yeah,
like you could,
the
there's all
fox.
sorts of stuff you got in
Absolutely.
there you could do.
Yeah. Okay, this is a little creature, right? This is a Poro. I mean, for a more serious game like Flesh and Blood, you could literally put weapons, right? You could put trinkets. You could put
Ooh.
FaBled gems, right?
You could do gems.
Like,
there's
what-
also
What do they charge for this thing? It's like $85,
Yeah.
and it's like silver plated, right? It's metal and silver plated, and I'm like,
I almost bought it.
And well,
That's it.
I bought it because I was like, you know what, my daughter, she'd love a necklace, and she plays Wild Rift, and it's cute.
If I had kids, I'd probably lose.
Yeah, exactly. We just open up our wallets and like, let's say it's FaBled gems, and I just came back from San Jose. If I had like 2 or 3 kids, I'd buy 2 or 3 of them, right? Or buy whatever you had, one each,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, just some food for thought because merch is a really important factor in monetization.
Mhm.
And like reasonable merch, like don't overdo things and print
Yeah.
like 18 sets and 3 variations of everything single set. Like I think LSS has a lot more bandwidth to connect with its market, connect with its fans and audience, and
For sure.
like for something like League, like okay, this weekend, no food, no anything, just our merchandise for ourselves and our friends and family. We probably gave Riot like close to $1,000 of our money.
Yeah, probably pretty
Right?
close.
Probably close, and we'd probably be glad to and willing. You know, your mileage may vary. Maybe
We'll
you'll
do it
get
again.
$100 out of your average customer, but
So
like
even 25 for a T-shirt, that adds up quick.
exactly 38's a bit steep, but we did it anyway, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So think about it, LSS. Right? Hopefully, some of the fans can also chime in. What are your thoughts, guys? Leave your ideas or your comments in the comment section below. Thanks for tuning in. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and twiddle that notification button. See you next time. Bye.
Bye, guys.